Okay, so we're moving out today. Matt's taking the backhoe. I gotta get the bucket in here. We'll come back with lowboy, get the 336 and haul it out to the next project, and come back and get the blade. Okay, we're out of here. Blowing too hard. It kept telling me I gotta go home, but it couldn't control itself, so I was having a hard time controlling it. So this is blow sand. We're gonna give it the old Anderson Construction shine job. He's doing the same thing I'm doing. You got your foot on the travel pedal and you don't know it. Kind of messes up your hydraulic power. Okay, Matt says, hey, you want to go run this while I go get something to eat, some fuel? I'm like, no, I don't. But I'll give it a whirl. I'll see what I can do. So apparently my papa built this ditch pad way back when. But doggone it, if he's here, I'd have to chew his butt. Told him he didn't put a big enough base in it. Anyway. So when we clean a ditch, we like to make a nice V. A V will carry way more water than a straight up and down ditch. So we're kind of short on material. I told him to reach out here in the field. This is just a pivot corner, take some material. So he's cutting the bottom down, which is what they want. Maybe that's where he's getting the material. So old Jeff's going to give it a go. Hang on to your ass. Working around this corner, that's tough, but this ditch is super crooked when they ditched it. There's no bank over there. So what I have to do is I have to chop this sod off and push it over there so it'll grow again, protect that bank. And I just have to keep working and working until I get it up. Until I get it up. You have that problem? Working and working till you get it up? Anyway, I can't see nothing, so it's all feel. That ain't bad for... You know what I ought to do is I ought to take my eye out and tape it to the back side of that bucket or something, then I could see. That's what I'm going to do. Over here, cutting this bank down. We're not clean the ditch. It's low sand. But I keep getting squirted by this bit. Okay, so there's the canal, wow, the ditch. Before it was just straight up and down, so Matt sloped it the best he could. And I'm gonna make it a pass here. Put you out here, maybe you can see. Maybe. I'm done here. Can't really roll any more out. They're gonna said they would spread some manure on this. It's a sand, but it's got some dirt in it. Like that there, it's all white, that's dirt. And that white dirt doesn't grow very good out here. It's got a lot of alkali in it. But if they want to drive on this, made them a road, they can drive on it. Probably don't want to drive on it with anything but a four-wheel drive. And I got a mess here, I can't do anything about it. They'll have to clean this up on their own. So I'm gonna park the grader over here in this guy's yard, and then Matt's gonna bring the excavator over and park it in his yard. It's gonna make a straight shot across the oil. We had to turn there, it really tears it up. Wish you could smell this. I'd like the smell of ensilage, silage. Got a sweet smell. Beats smelling cow shit, but eons ago, I came out here with a 637 and leveled all the dunes on this field so they could put that pivot in. I remember running both barrels as hard as I could. I remember it would burn about 22 gallons an hour trying to pull itself around that sand. So people always want to know how much they'll burn. That's the highest I've ever seen was 22 gallons an hour. Hey, it's my cowboy friend Rance on his HD11. I've run that tractor before. It's a good old tractor, man. This place out here is infested with Russian olives. You can't believe the amount of Russian olives out here. And it's swampy, so about all they can do is pasture, but kind of taking up a lot of their pasture. See you later, rats. See, look at, check this out. They're thick. They're just absolutely thick. And this is all really subby ground out here because it's got sand, but down under there's a layer of clay. And so all the irrigators, that water goes down and it can't go through the clay. Anyway, manifests itself in subwater. Okay, so Matt has cleaned this pond out. I brought the grader out and went down that side of the bank with the grader to clean it up, because when you're sitting out there with the excavator, you can't see what you're doing. The other side was straight up and down and super thin, so I chopped the sod off and pushed it over there with the excavator. It's not straight. I don't know, the ditch was cut crooked, so there's not much we could do about it. It'll work. Anyway, this is a pond for the debris. You know what debris is, don't you? D-E-B-I-R-S, debris. So we put a 24-inch culvert here to run the water in this canal. This is the canal we moved, what, 3 or 4 years ago, 336. I got Super Dodge hooked up to the trailer. I'm going to take it home. Matt has gone to Western Equipment because he broke the excavator. He's going to get a couple of hoses that it's our fault. So we were tidying hoses up and stuff here that were hang-dangling all over. And the 2 hoses that run the bucket coupler cylinder in there, we zip tied them up here when the linkage was twisted around like that, not knowing this was going to hit it. Anyway, cut a hole in that one, spewing oil all over. So we got to figure out something different to do there, keep him from doing that again. Anyway, we're basically done here. He just has to go up here where I crawled in with the grader and clean that out. So I'm going to go home with the trailer, and then I use the trailer to bring the pipe in. I'm going to go home and get the service truck so we have tools, O-rings, all that fun stuff, and come back out. And by the time I get all that done, he should be back from Pocatello. It's only a sorry, spoiling me. What size is this one, you know? 9/16. Okay, that one's got to go on firstest, right? Yeah. First is fastest. So we got the new O-ring for that end. It's on the hose. They usually always put them on. So I need to drip oil here to lube it. So getting these, at least getting that bigger hose out, I had to cut the end off so we could get a box end over the end of the hose. Because they're clear down there like that, and you can't get I mean, an open end wouldn't do it. It just kept spreading the open end, and then we broke a line wrench. We got a line wrench on, but it broke that. Alright, so then this one has to go over there. Somehow I have to figure out how to arrange these so they're not gonna rub a hole in themselves again. So I don't know. That one loop over there like that, and this one loop like this. Is that what it's supposed to do? I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Come on, Jeff. I just want to get these on, stop the oil from leaking. I think it's 13/16. 13/16 should be banned completely. Unless it's a clearance issue. And 13/6 would be better, but it's, geez Louise, it's like metrics. That's why I hate metrics. These many oddball different sizes. It's absolutely retarded. So those hoses went up in here like that, but they gotta have some slack like this or something. So I'm not really sure how we're gonna do this. How I'm gonna do this. How the hell am we gonna do this? I thought maybe these hose ends would be metric. That's what I thought, but they're not. Thirteen sixteenths, 11/16. All that dumb nonsense. So I believe that's the way they go. They loop. And there's two little wear marks here, but I think you gotta, I mean, they gotta have room in here when you tilt. So I don't know, maybe I can zip tie these up here. I think we're gonna have to start it and operate the bucket, curl it both ways, and see if this, because this is probably going to hit here, and if it does, that means it's got to get tied up. But yet you got to have enough length to let them move. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Okay, I got the hoses on, no runs, drips, or sags. Had to loosen them a couple times and get them turned just right. They're really too short. I got a terrible bend in them, especially when you curl the bucket in. And then when you curl it all the way in, they go against the one dog bone on the bucket tilt. And then when you go all the way out, they have to go, God, what is it? They'll stick out. They got about that much gap between the chrome on the cylinder. It's stupid. Somebody keeps calling me and hanging up. It drives me nuts. You're teasing me. That's not fair.